One of my favorite days of all the days, like National Toothpaste Day,
right? Yeah, exactly.
National Potato Day.
We had National Bean Day yesterday, right?
National Harlem Globetrotter Day is what I'm all about.
And the Harlem Globetrotters need a national day. I mean, it was so much fun. We've all grown up with the Harlem Globetrotters. I was just saying, growing up in Chicago too, they travel all over the world.
Yeah.
But when I was in Chicago as a kid, we got to go see the Globetrotters, and it was just so much fun.
Were you checking them out in the late '90s, maybe?
When I was a kid.
Might have seen this guy right here.
I was just a little kid in 1999.
I love it.
When he was on the team.
All right, Kingsley Ogudire, thanks for coming in, man. Happy National Harlem Globetrotter Day.
Thank you.
It's like Christmas for
Absolutely. It's a fantastic day. I mean, if you love kids, if you love entertainment, this is the best day in the world. I love it. This is the best day.
Because that's really what it is. It's a form of entertainment, you know, to go out there and you guys watch you guys play. Because you take it to like a whole other level where we haven't even seen before. I mean, these hook shots from half court, the great like Meadowlark Lemon. We'll get into some of those players. But I mentioned you played '99. So who were some names that were on your team in '99?
Well, our showman was Paul Gaffney.
Okay.
You know, great guy, and also Tom Jackson. You know, there's two Harlem Globetrotter teams that's traveling simultaneously, one on the East Coast, on the West Coast. That way we can cover a lot of ground. Yeah. But like Mike Wilson is another guy that I played with. Mike Wilson, you might remember, he had the highest dunk, the highest level dunk. It was like, so many feet, like 12 feet or something.
That's right.
The guy was amazing. I mean, and when you see him jump
out of the gym.
Wow.
It's incredible.
That's awesome. How did this shape and change your life being part of the Harlem Globetrotter family?
You know, I always tell people that, you know, the Globetrotters have more fun than the people watching us. Before we come on, right?
Yeah.
And one of the greatest things that I loved is that before we come out before anyone sees us, we're in the back. And we just start, and before Sweet Georgia Brown comes, we'll party in the back, and everyone's like, hey, and it's like a real party.
Yeah.
And then when we run out there, it's like, now we're just having fun.
You bet. Yeah. That's great.
Is there a moment out there that sticks out, from the time that you played there? One moment that kind of sticks out?
It's kind of funny because, basketball is still basketball, right? No matter how much you practice, you still got to make the shots. My very first time out there, and I remember being introduced, it's like in San Jose, I had just finished the World Championship with the Nigerian national team.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so,
because you are a basketball player.
Yeah.
You try to be in the NBA and everything else. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I had a lot of NBA teams that brought me in for workouts and different things, but when you get out on the basketball court, yes, this is real basketball. But my very first shot in front of 20,000 people was an air ball.
Oh. And you're like, and they're laughing. Oh, he did it on purpose.
Because you get tense sometimes, and it's still a big crowd. You still have to go through the motions. And I pulled the ball shot. I was like,
Oh, no. But I'm sure you learned from that, and it went on to be fine. Your career was fine.
Course,
for sure.
I would have turned around and go, it's part of the show.
That's right.
That's the best thing about it. Like, if you miss, hey, just play it off.
It was part of it. Right. All right. I know you have a podcast. You have some special projects. You said academies, camps, clinics overseas here. So, I mean, that is one of the other cool things about the Globetrotters. It is more than just that entertainment, that game there on the court. Usually arrives here in and around Sacramento, right around Martin Luther King Day. But this is it's bigger than just the Harlem Globetrotter basketball.
Absolutely. It's a family. And once you're a Globetrotter, you're a Globetrotter. And so this is the best thing about it is it exposes you to so much. We have ambassadors that go out and promote, the game, even before the team, gets there, just to kind of give awareness. But more importantly, we're involved in the community. So it teaches you how to, get involved in the communities that you're in. And it's kind of like I translated from, basketball to mortgage banking because I still wanted to help, the community. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I'm doing now is, helping homeowners, get into homes, and specifically underserved communities. Like minorities often don't get the same chances or opportunities, and some don't even know that grant opportunities are available. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the things that I'm doing now, trying to, besides the camps, I have a camps coming up where we're also trying to get kids, to the next level. NIL, name, image, likeness. I'm actually on the board of directors of a company called Dynamic, which is a San Francisco-based sports company.
Yeah.
And one of the things that they do is discover talents. So I'm looking for the next Harlem Globetrotter,
Hey.
that I can, put out there and say, hey, this is somebody that we should take a look at sports-wise.
Nice.
So whether it's sports or mortgage banking,
whatever
or
it is,
helping people,
giving back.
Globetrotter is kind of like sets a foundation where you get involved in the community and you help the community.
That's great.
Nice. And you got your podcast going on, the Kingsley podcast?
Yes, I have a podcast called Real Talk with Kingsley Oguderi, and you can get it on YouTube. It's on all the platforms. And right now we're just shy of 10,000 followers or subscribers.
Nice.
So I like to get that over 10,000 people. So go to Real Talk with Kingsley.
Let's do that.
Subscribe right now, and and you get good sports content.
Good sports content. I'm sure you talk real estate. You probably talk a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah, well, I deal a lot of mortgage.
Mortgage stuff,
and I try to keep, I deal with a lot of sports. I try to keep it with sports and with Real Talk with Kingsley.
Good.
So they get a big dose, but once in a while I give them business information.
Yeah, you got it.
Because
it's
it
part
goes
of your
hand
DNA.
in hand.
That's exactly right. There it is. All right, well, happy National Globetrotter Day to you and everybody around the world. The 2025 World Tour of the Harlem Globetrotters hitting Golden One Center on January 20th.
Yep.
Going to be a great show. You're going to be courtside. I know you will.
I got to be. I have the popcorn in my hand where they throw the popcorn in my face. And
I need all that stuff.
You
That's
know
a
the
blast.
shtick. I love it.
So good.